In this video, we will understand what is SASE, what are its components, why is it required, and what are the vendor solutions in market. So let's go into deep of what SASE framework is. So without SASE, that is in the traditional setup, generally we had remote sites, we had home users who were working via the broadband, and maybe mobile users or laptop users who were mobile. So all of them either were connecting through MPLS or through internet or point-to-point links or through VPN to access the services, the applications which were in data center, because most of the applications were inside the data center and the SaaS applications were pretty lesser in number. And at that time, what used to happen is that the applications in the data center were more or less accessed via a limited workforce. However, now the workforce has dispersed. There has been a drastic increase in that, and there has been more of the users who are mobile across different locations who are accessing these applications. Not only that, but many of the applications have now moved onto the cloud as SaaS applications. So there is a paradigm shift on how the applications are being accessed, and in fact earlier they were in data center and now they are the cloud part of it. With that, the problem is that capacity issues are starting to pop up. Not only that, there have been the bottlenecks on the network part of it, security issues, and such related gaps have started popping up. Now, that is where SASE comes into picture. So in SASE, what has happened? Earlier, the focus area or the center point was the data center. However, in this case, now SASE cloud providers, which are at the perimeter of the or the edge of the network connectivity, have taken over the role of providing those services. Earlier, the data center was providing security services, post assessment, firewall, and related things. Now, all these services have been moved from the data center towards the SASE part of it. With SASE, what has happened is that it provides multiple services, software rather software-based services, which may be secured web gateways, CASB, ZTNA, firewall as a services, and not only there but SD-WAN and other ones also, so as to provide the secured and optimized communication across remote users, home users, across different assets, home users towards the internet, towards the SaaS applications, and all that communication via the SaaS, which is the focal point of all that communication. SASE, a brief information about what are the different terminologies in SASE. So SASE, as we earlier read about, it is secured access service edge, and it is based upon zero trust architecture. That is, only the limited or the legitimate users will be allowed access, and rest will be dumped or not allowed communication. Next, SASE was introduced by Gartner in the year 2019, and it is more of a unified platform which is not only providing security but network services. Now, the components of SASE. So it is more of a network and SSE which are combined to form the SASE, which is SASE framework. So let's move to next slide and understand what are the key components or the related nitty-gritties of the network and the SSE part of the SASE. SASE components. As earlier we discussed, SASE is divided into two components. One is the network part of it and other is the SSE. So network component includes SD-WAN and WAN optimization. Talking about SD-WAN, it allows dynamic traffic routing across assets in order to optimize performance whenever we are having user to DC communication or the cloud applications or across branch offices or headquarters. That is the responsibility of SD-WAN to allow dynamic and optimized traffic communication across the different assets. Talking about WAN optimization. So WAN optimization solution in the SASE allows enhanced data transfer speeds and reduces the latency for better application performance, user experience, and related things. Now the SAC component, which is called Secured Service Edge, wherein the key components are the first one SWG, which is called Secured Web Gateway. So, Secured Web Gateway allows us to inspect and filter the web traffic that is internet bound. Also, it guards against malware, monitors unusual traffic patterns, and accordingly helps providing that information. Second is the CASB. CASB in full form, it means Cloud Access Security Broker. So it monitors and controls access to the cloud applications and ensures that security policies are applied and sensitive data is protected. Third one is ZTNA, which is Zero Trust Network Access. As we earlier discussed, ZTNA provides secure identity-based access for users towards the application. This allows only the verified users to access the related resources and applications. And lastly, we have FWaaS, which is Firewall as a Service. So this is feature set under the SSA component, which provides cloud-based firewall to inspect and secure traffic across the assets, across the boundaries. Now, the key vendors in market which provide SSC solution. So here is the list of the key vendors which are providing in one form or the other SASE service to the customers, and this list is quite exhaustive. So these are the primary players in the market. So talking about Zscaler, Cloudflare, Cato Networks, Netscope, FortiGate, and in fact Cisco has a myriad of solutions which combine to form an SASE solution, and finally Palo Alto. Hope you like this video, and please don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you.